Hello everybody, welcome back to Sector 1. We are here tonight for some Category 1 racing action around the Palisades Village.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning all. And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, only feels like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sector 1. We are here tonight for some Category 2 racing action here at Suzuka Circuit. My name is Lenosis, and joining me in the commentary box tonight is your Category 2B race director. It is Goaty. How are we doing tonight, Goaty?
Oh, hello. Yeah, no, I am doing just real good, mate. It's good to be in here. Thanks for letting me in here. And yeah, no, it should be a bit of an interesting one tonight. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see what happens.
Yeah, it should be a great night of racing. With the potential of some wet weather on the horizon, it always shakes things up for a good night of racing. We'll just have a look at our track map real quick, as that'll give us a quick summary of what we're about to see. So, of course, it is a standard round here at Suzuka Circuit, round 7 of our 8-round championship in Season 12. 2 times tyre usage, 3 times fuel usage with a 4 litre per second refuel rate. The available tyres tonight are the soft and medium compound tyres, neither being mandatory. The race format tonight is a 10-minute qualifying session, which we will have momentarily, followed by a 22-lap race. Now, it is 18 turns around this Suzuka circuit, just over 5 kilometres. The race strategy tonight, as you can see from our graphic, looking like a one-stop on the medium compound tyres only. The soft compound tyres have been penciled in there on the strategy graphic, but I don't think, barring any wet weather, I don't think we'll see anyone touching the softs tonight. It just doesn't seem like the right compound to use at this track. What are your thoughts on that, Goaty?
Yeah, well, there's only a couple of cars that can really do it. And like I think Jeesh was going to try it last week in the Mercedes, but I don't actually think it works out to be viable. The softs just wear out too quickly around here. It's just yeah, too many corners to deal with. So I think most people will be doing medium, unless, like you said, a bit of wet weather hits.
Yeah, exactly. I know some guys were thinking of like potential soft medium strategy. I think we saw it from Artsy attempting to do it last week before the wet weather hit in Category 1A. But yeah, I think the mediums will be the go-to tyre tonight.
Yeah,
We'll
they are
just
braver people than me.
yeah, we'll just have a look at the point situation in Category 2, in particular Category 2B. So Daz currently leads the way on points with the Brev in second place behind him. We then have Black Sugar in third, followed by Wartime in fourth, Kill on the Loose in fifth, Renegade sixth. We have Aussie Sim Racing in seventh, Good Doc eighth, Brewer in ninth. Apologies, I can't quite read. King Oscar in 10th. Bangers Mash 11th. I apologize. I really cannot read this. That's my bad. I'm so sorry, guys. Be with you in a second. I'm just getting this in full screen. I feel like an old person. I can't read the text
Have you
on the
got
screen, guys.
Have you got your glasses, mate?
I've never needed glasses in my life, Cody.
Oh, mate, today's the day.
Yeah, I'm blaming my monitor, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry guys. So yeah, Malevolent 1 is in 12th place, Keza in 13th, and Archangel is in 14th. Oh, that's embarrassing, mate.
Someone keeps putting the monitor further away, can't read it.
Yeah. All right, which we are due for a 10-minute qualifying session here at Suzuka. What do you say we smash that button and we get started with qualifying, Goaty? Not far
hey
away.
mate, I think that's a bloody good idea. And yeah, and I'll get onto that. I'll get my best guy onto that.
Are you your best guy?
Yeah. So
Right.
I'll just do it.
Hello to everybody in the chat tonight. We have Muffin in chat, Greg's in chat, Aussie Sim Racing in chat, Deborah Fish in chat, Bumcrack, Shadow Racing. Nice to see you all in chat tonight, guys, supporting the stream. But yeah, thanks for joining us. It should be a great night of racing. As lights go green on this qualifying session. First driver to lead the pits tonight is Daz for Doghouse Motorsport. Renegade there in second on track. Just behind him we have Archangel in the only Aston Martin tonight. Level at 1, fourth on track for Thunder Motorsport. More time behind in the BSR Mercedes. Killer Loose, sixth on the road in the Lightning Mercedes. Brewer in the APR Motorsport Jag. Doc, 8th on the track in the Blacklight TMR Systems Jag. Debrev, 2nd in the championship in the zero-turn Corvette. Really come to terms with that car this season, having a blinder of a season, which I think he'll be happy with. King Oscar there, 10th on track here tonight. And we have Aussie Sim Racing, who is last of the field, embarking on this long outlap. As Daz flies down towards Spoon Curve, the most eastern point on this Suzuka circuit.
So there we go, and we got Daz leading the way, mate. So he's jumped out of the pits in front. He's keen. He's ready to throw a time down, show everyone what he's got. From my past experiences, the Corvette isn't a fantastic race car, but it can put down a quick time if you know what you're doing. So we'll see what Daz can pull out here as he goes through the Casio. Is it the Casio Triangle?
I believe so,
like
yes.
Yeah, oh well, that'll do.
Named after a calculator.
Yeah, and a watch.
Yeah.
I don't know if they make a triangular watch though.
They may do. As he embarks on his first flying lap, current championship leader in the 135 Doghouse Motorsport Corvette. Makes his way through very smooth, maybe a little wide of the apex, but not too much time left on the table there. Turn 2. Got to be very careful through this section, through the S's. Sort of got to tiptoe the car around through here. It's not a delightful combination of corners in these cars.
No, he's had a little bit of a mare through turn 5, 6, and coming on the straight here. But yeah, so I don't know. This lap might be a little bit heavy going for him, but we'll stick with him.
Under the bridge.
First sector time, 56.4. It's thereabouts. And then coming into the
qualifying session that these guys, they're pretty much just going to get one lap out of a set of tyres, and then they're going to be absolutely cooked. Maybe a second lap if you're well on your tyres, but I imagine we'll see almost everyone into the pits at some point during the session to trade out for some new rubber. Into Spoon Curve. Turned in nicely using all that width on entry. Cuts back for a nice apex. Wide on exit. Down on the run towards 130R.
Yeah, and this is a little bit of a terrible corner for the Corvette because you got to come off throttle, go down a gear, and wait 3 to 4 business days for the front end to actually turn in, and then get back on the power, and yeah, and then jump on the brakes of the Casio Triangle. He's gone a bit deep, so I think this one will probably be a write-off. But let's see what he does.
Far off. 203, 204.1 is a pretty decent lap, comparatively speaking to Category 1 that we saw last week. Let's see what Renegade can do. He's well and truly down on his time. Archangel will be the next across the line after Renegade, and he's kill on the loose goes P2. Next across the line is Prua. Straight to the top of the times, 300th straight of Daz. Then we see a lot of times coming in. Aussie Sim Racing goes third. And then we have one more driver. It is Debrev who's on an outlap. So I believe he pit on lap 1.
Yeah.
He also did it last time out at Sardinia too. So maybe he just doesn't want to risk accidentally starting the race on the wrong compounded tyre. So just is content with just doing an outlap, coming straight to the pits and changing out his rubber. Docks into the pits too, so imagine he's had a bit of an issue on his first flying lap there too, and just exchanging the old rubber for the new. Yeah, Daz, straight to the top of the times. It's a great lap from him. I think he'll be very happy with that actually.
Yeah, and Prua's hot on his heels, mate. Only 300ths away, so Prua, I don't know. You might go for a. I don't know if going for a second lap is viable on softs. I didn't make it work, but these guys might be a little different.
Yeah, I think even when we were watching Jish do a couple of laps last week, he managed to get about one flying lap and then about 2/3 before the tyres fell off, and that final third he would lose all of what he gained on that first 2/3 of the lap. So it's tricky because they wear so quick around here.
Yeah.
I mean, from a strategy standpoint, this season it's kept things a little bit in the mix, different combinations of strategy throughout the round. It hasn't been the same thing all year, which has been nice to see. That's straight into the pits. Imagine Pruer will do the same as he approaches the Casio Triangle. We see wartime in. Renegade does complete his lap, goes to P7. So shaves off a lot of time. I believe that was a 207 previously, and he's shaved that 208, shaved down to a 205. But the whole field is into the pits now. Daz is already out, so he's changed his tyres and he's off. The only one not pitting on this lap is Renegade, and Brev will set a lap here.
Yeah. Comes the line,
P5.
Yeah, does a high 4. It's a nice job. Yeah, because him.
Oh, he's on out.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Because Debrev and Renegade are out of sync. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be seeing them pop in times on everyone's slow lap.
Yeah. I mean, I think Renegade hasn't pit yet, so he just completed that second lap, flying lap on the softs just then. So.
Right, yeah.
They must be well and truly worn. As I say that, he flies off the track at the hairpin and barely holds onto it to keep it going in the right direction. But whichever way you see it, a bit of bad news for Debrev here is he's in an awkward spot when it comes to where he finds himself on track at the moment. There's 2 minutes left on the clock. I don't know if he's on another hot lap, to be honest. I think that 2:04.9 is all that he's going to be able to muster in the session, I believe. Because he's not going to be able to get in the pits and change his tyres and go back out and do another flying lap. So I think those tyres are cooked. I think he's kind of just tied his hands and thrown himself in the corner here in terms of qualifying strategy. But I mean, from P5, that's not a not a bad starting place. I mean, ideally you'd want to be closer to the front, given where he is in the championship, but P5, nothing to sneeze at. That's if
Yeah,
he
and
even
it is.
stays at P5.
Yeah, and it is a bit of a longer race, mate, and you can kind of let the race come to you. So yeah, starting in the top 5 is pretty good.
Yeah, and especially with that chance of weather, it definitely has a lot of things up in the air. Your qualifying position does that not... Oh, was Renegade has put medium compound tyres on his car. That is a interesting choice with 1 minute left in qualifying. Maybe just getting acclimatised to the medium compound tyres before the start of the session, the race.
Your guess is as good as mine, mate.
As Good Doc improves to a 2:06.0. I'm sure he can do better than that as he embarks on his final flying lap. Daz, his final flying lap. I think he'll be a little bit desperate to improve because he's half a second purple.
Yeah, he's on a
Interesting to see
heater
where Brewer is as well, as Brewer approaches the timing line in a moment.
Yeah, his first sector was a 10.5 down, so he hasn't had the best run through the S's.
Oh, as
We'll see.
Archangel goes off in the background. He's 3/10 down as well, Brewer. I think this is Daz's to lose. He's got it all to play for. What can he muster in the last half of the lap? As Aussie Sim Racing just quietly in P3 there at the moment. Who as Renegade clambers over the grass at Spoon Curve. But Daz, just a few corners to go. Can he finish it off? I think he's going to improve. It's going to be tight. Oh, wow. He's knocked off a second. Oh, absolutely flying. To see what Pruitt can do. As Wartime improves, P5.
Still on the loose, doesn't improve. Comes to line with a 4.6.
No, Pruitt doesn't improve either. Aussie Sim Racing done no improvement. The only one who's got quicker on this final lap is King Oscar to P5. That's his best qualifying this season, I believe, for King Oscar, especially if it stays like that. Last few laps coming in.
I think we're done.
I don't think we've got any more.
Well, there you go.
Wow. All right, we'll have a look at the qualifying results of how they will line up in a moment's time. So Daz, with another pole position this season, I believe he has 6 out of the 7 pole positions this season to his name. Pruitt P2. Aussie Sim Racing in 3rd. Kid on the Loose joins Aussie Sim Racing on the 2nd row of the grid. King Oscar in 5th. Wartime 6th. The Brev 7th. Level at 1 in 8th. Renegade 9th. Good Doc 10th. And Archangel will be starting from P11 tonight. So, what are your predictions for this one coming for the next 22 laps, Goaty? I mean, hard to bet anyone else other than Daz after that dominant qualifying.
Well, yeah, you'd think that, but I don't know how that Corvette's going to hold up over the race. I'm probably looking towards the 2 Mercs in 3rd and 4th. I'd expect them to come forward as the race progresses, but yeah, we'll see. And interesting to see where Pruitt lands at the end of it as well.
Yeah, I think my prediction is going to be Killer on the Loose for the win on this one. I think the points that you mentioned with Daz, I think that Corvette might struggle a little bit, but Killer on the Loose with his brilliant tyre saving this season, I think got a real chance at this one with a very tyre heavy track that we've got tonight. Maybe you'll throw the softs at it, try and produce some monkey magic, as one might say. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I think the only way we can sort of find out is in 22 laps time. We are actually ahead of schedule, which is nice for once. But yeah, if you're watching along tonight,
Amazing,
guys,
isn't
make
it?
sure. Yeah, you're watching along tonight, guys. Make sure to throw your predictions down below. We see Carbon Roller in chat saying Daz looking in form again. I don't know why Carbon Boy's changed his name to that, but each to their own.
Each their own.
Anything to add before we get things started here tonight for qualifying? For the race, Cody, I should say.
The race, yeah, no, we're already done qualifying, mate.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything to add that's intelligent. So I could just ramble, but I don't know if anyone wants to hear that. So yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, let's smash that button. Let's get started.
All right, here we go.
Oh yeah, that's a great question, Deborah. Who is playing the Joker tonight? So, in this category 2B field, we do have a number of drivers playing the Joker. So, Archangel is playing the Joker. Wartime's playing his Joker, and I think that's it for this field. So that was a little bit anticlimactic, but at least we know now. As the light sequence begins. And it's lights out and away we go here at Suzuka. Daz doesn't get off to the best start. Prua pulls alongside. The two Mercedes are lurking. Down towards the first turn. Door to door. Prua sends it down the inside. As we had someone off in the background. Not too sure who it was. It may have been King Oscar.
Daz has dropped down to 5th, so he's had a bit of a shocker. Oh, Archangel's just been pushed off a little bit. He's into the gravel.
They head through the S section. Brewer into the lead of the race. Aussie Sim Racing to second. Wartime around the outside, up into third. Still door to door with Killer, but he gets that move done. Closes the door before the Dunlop curves. But yeah, we've had a lot of mischief as there's a 2.5 second gap between Renegade and Dobrev here. So have we lost a couple of drivers here? I mean, the only one who it looks like we've really lost is Archangel, as he's 13 seconds off the pack. Good Doc has gone off somewhere, but still on the back of this main pack. King Oscar, I think, may have gone off as well. Maybe Renegade did, but yeah, King Oscar and Daz were the big losers in that, as Daz down to 5th place. You just got shuffled down the order by the Mercedes behind.
Yeah, I didn't see out the front, but I was watching down the back. Archangel, he made a good start and then got up to 7th, I believe, and then had a bit of a tangle with a few people and then ended up in the gravel through the S's. So that's really upset his apple cart. So he's got a long fight ahead of him.
Yeah, it's Wartime looking even more racy than he was before. Daz manages to get up to 4th past Killer. Ooh, there's a little bit of contact between Killer and Daz, but luckily not enough to send either driver off track. Wartime's on a charge though. He's up to 3rd.
Yeah, he's actually got a run on Killer here, so we might stick on board with him. As he opens the taps on the Corvette, he's going to blast straight up the inside. Can he outbrake him? Yes, he does.
Oh, Killer tries to hold it around the outside. Oh, that was almost 3 cars into one there, but they managed to sort themselves out.
Oh, someone in the gravel. Aussie Sim Racing.
Oh, how's he done that?
Oh, he's just looped.
Oh, huge
he's
accident.
Just looped it.
We'll have a look at the LJ Media Action replay. Let's see what happened here. As he came through the first turn, he light up the rears at all. He did a little bit off into the weeds, bounced off the wall, rejoined the circuit, and then just lit up the rears again with those cold, dirty tyres and speared into the wall. That's disaster from the guy who was in P2 just a moment ago. And all of a sudden, he's scrapping for the final position in this race. That's Christmas come early for Wartime, as that's one less driver he has to make his way through. Wartime, of course, one of our drivers tonight who has played his Joker card. Daz immediately pounces on him though. Or tries to get him on the run up to curve, but it's hard on the outside through there.
Yeah, it is, especially in these cars. They just seem to be a bit heavy.
Oh, somebody's off. And it is Malevolent One, the Thunder car, at Spoon Curve, as he's ended up well off.
How he's done well to get out there.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
it
know
happened.
how he's managed that.
I think he clipped the grass on the run to Spoon. There was a little bit of lag there, but I think he just, lapse of concentration, ran a little wide and then couldn't get it stopped in the dirt, which falls to the back of the pack. P11 for him. It's been a jam-packed 2 laps to start off this one. As Wartime closing up that gap to Pruitt to just 7/10. It was 1.3 seconds about half a lap ago. But through the S-bends they go. Daz waiting in the wings. Dobrev waiting in the wings. Killer lost a couple of places, but he's still there. Now go.
So, yeah.
Do we have a mixed compound throughout the field tonight?
Short answer is no. No, we don't. Everyone's on mediums.
Wow, okay.
So there you go.
Makes you think
Yeah,
about the strategy of some though, because Killer, I don't think he's made any mistakes. I think he's just conserving a little bit, dropping off the front of those, off the front pack, I should say. I think maybe he could be going long to try and run a soft stint towards the end, but we'll have to see how they go. As I say that, he goes purple through the under the bridge, so yeah.
I've got a question for you, Lano. So you'd probably know more than anyone. How does the Jag go on tyres, like over a race stint, mate? Can you kind of hang on till the end, or do they fall off pretty substantially?
Look, they're no Mercedes, but they're adequate. They in this field they fall somewhere around the middle. It's good enough to work with, but yeah, they'll definitely make 11 laps. In the 1A race, I went 13 on mine. I wouldn't recommend going 13, but to execute a strategy, you can push them out a bit. I find that if you're really careful on them at the start of the stint, you'll get a lot longer life out of them. But yeah, it's sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe not.
So Pruitt's probably got to, he can't quite pace with these Mercedes guys, I'm going to say. So he's just got to, he's aiming for the long haul and trying not to put too much surface heat into his tyres. So he's just, he's just taking it easy, using all the track, being gentle on the inputs and trying to make it. Well, as Wartime is looking for a way round. He just had a bit of
very racy.
Yeah, he just had a sniff through the S's there, so he's going to want to get past. And it looks cool, but it's not really the place to do it through the S's. So he's probably going to have to wait for a straight.
I think Wartime's more concerned about Daz behind. If Wartime can get through, that puts a car between himself and Pruitt and Daz, sorry. And Pruitt is a driver who doesn't. Oh, as Daz goes off there, might pick up a penalty for that. That was very wide.
Yeah, you can get done for little things like that, so you got to be mindful.
I think he's got away with it though. As Wartime looking to get this move done on Pruitt. They head up the hill to Spoon.
Pruitt just parks in the middle of the track. That's just what you got to do.
Bit of contact.
That's exactly where you want to put it, so that's nicely done from Pruitt there.
This could be a little bit of mind games from Pruitt as well, just trying to back up Wartime into Daz, maybe changing Wartime's concentration from forwards to maybe a little bit concerned behind him as well, as that gap just bleeding down to half a second between Wartime and Daz now.
And Prua's doing all the right things. Like, you don't need to go right to the inside on some of these braking zones because the cars are quite heavy. You can't actually throw them up the inside like you could, something light like a little radical or something. You really get a lot of warning if they're gonna go to the inside. So yeah, he's just parking in the middle of the track and yeah, doing what he needs to do.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Rinse and repeat another lap. So they head up through the S's once again. Not much has changed from a lap ago, unfortunately. I think Wartime is quite content to just sit behind and conserve a little bit too. He's in no rush.
And we've also got Debrev and Killer closing onto the back of these guys as well. So it's all starting to close up slightly. Prua is probably going to be the bottleneck, and everyone else is going to catch up to the back. So Killer just did a 205.8 and Prua did a 206.6. So yeah, it is closing up as we go on.
As we head towards Spoon Curve for the 5th time, approaching the 25% mark of this race. Wartime is just glued to the rear bumper of Prua for the past 3 or 4 laps.
I think he's as close as he's ever been here, coming up to 130R. But I don't know if he can do anything about it, as that Jag's just got a bit of straight line speed about it, and yeah, just a little bit over Wartime. A little bit more, I should say, over Wartime. And now Daz is really starting to join the party here. He's within, or well, just about within half a second. So yeah, Wartime's going to be looking in his mirrors a bit more now.
Yeah.
He just gave Prua a little tap there through the second part of turn 1. So Prua just had a moment, I think, and then just backed him up a little bit.
Yeah, that Prua looks a little bit uneasy so far on this lap. But things just really close it up. Like a ticking time bomb waiting to explode.
You'd have to say it's going to kick off. Wartime's going to get impatient and probably go for something.
Daz shows the nose into the hairpin. Wartime doesn't get the best exit there. Prua manages to get his foot down, and all of a sudden Daz could be on for P2 here. I think Wartime lucky to escape there. Quite crucially, they still maintain that slipstream on Prua. So what do you say we jump into an APR Automotive Tyre and Fuel update there, Cody?
I reckon that's a good idea, mate. And I'll kick things off with Prua. He's probably got about 55% fuel. Oh, Wartime's trying to get around the outside of him. And 55% tyres on his front left. That's the only one that's mainly important here. Wartime has about 70% left. Oh well, yeah, let's go with 75% left on his fronts and 55% fuel. So yeah, pretty similar, but way better tyres. Daz has got similar fuel load. Actually, very similar tyres to Wartime, so he's doing quite a good job out there, keeping his fronts nice for the later half of this stint. But yeah, as we see a bit of side-by-side action for the lead. Frua's just gone a little bit wide. Oh no! There's been a
There's
touch.
been a lot of contact, and Prua ends up off the road, down to P5. As we'll come back to the car and fuel update in a moment, but we'll try and catch that on the LJ Media Action replay and try and suss out what happened here, because they head up the hill through the S's. Big bit of contact between Wartime and Prua. I think Prua, oh, I don't know. I think it's a bad day to beat a Stewart. I'll tell you that much. I think that one could go either way.
No, it was a little bit ugly, wasn't it? Two worlds collided. But we'll get back on with the tyre and fuel update. We'll go on board with Dobrev. His tyres are looking a bit how you going. He's probably got 40% left on his tyres and 50% fuel. Killer has got 80% of his tyres left, so he's doing really well, and 55% fuel, so he's looking pretty good in both departments. Prua, we've seen Prua. Renegade, 50% tyre wear and maybe 45% fuel, so he's been drinking a bit of fuel and using consumables. King Oscar, 50% fuel and 50% tyre wear. Good Doc, same story but a little bit more fuel. Aussie Sim Racing, he's got 80% tyre wear and 50% fuel, so yeah, looking good for him. Archangel, his front tyres are shot. No, he's probably got 25% left on his fronts and about 45% fuel, and Malevolent 1 is in a similar situation. So
Thank you for that, Cody.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
APR Automotive Tyre and Fuel Update. With APR Automotive, you are in safe hands. Return to the front of the field, where we have a heated battle going on between Wartime and Daz at the moment. 610's currently separating those two. The Brev and Killer on the Loose, a couple of seconds back, only a couple of tenths separating them. Prua demoted to P5 after the incident, with Renegade and King Oscar just sitting behind him. King Oscar looking very racy here tonight. Let's see if he puts a move on Renegade as they head towards 130R. Thinks about it, but not quite close enough on this occasion.
One person who will want to get past is Killer on the Loose. His tyres look way better than Debrev's at the moment, so if he manages to get round him, he will be doing some much faster lap times, and he'll probably catch up to the front two.
Yeah.
As Wartime just set the fastest lap of the race with the 2:05.1. So he is flying out there.
Yeah, I think Wartime's wings have been set free, and he's extending his legs a little bit, which I think he's doing quite well compared to Daz just behind at the moment. 1 second separating these guys as we're approaching the halfway mark of the race.
Yeah, Wartime has been saving his tyres quite nicely and showing his pace at the end of the stint, so he's done a cracking job. As we got Killer on the loose, all over to Brev on the run up to Spoon here. But yeah, you just can't compete with the straight line speed of that Corvette.
Yeah.
He's going to close. Yeah, he's going to close right up to him, but not. I don't know if he's going to be able to do anything about it.
Yeah, with Brewer's incident, the top two have checked out now, and I really think Killer would want to join the party up front, but Rev is making that quite difficult for Killer at the moment as they're side by side. Killer are trying around the outside. There isn't going to be room for him there. He gets the run out of the chicane, out of the triangle. Towards the first turn, and that gap opens up to half a second out of the Casio triangle. So a bit of like a yo-yo between these guys at the moment. 1.5 seconds separating Wartime and Daz. What were you saying, Cody?
As Good Doc's just peeled into the pits, mate, so he's the first stopper of the race.
Maybe a little bit early, one might say. 9 laps in.
Yeah.
Still 13 to go. It is possible to get home on 13.
Yeah, that is an interesting call there from Good Doc, so we'll see how that plays out for him. He's going for the undercut of all undercuts.
There's Killer on the loose, still looking for a way through on Dobrev. They've got quite a queue forming here behind. Oh, as Renegade goes off. He is going to lose that position to the King Oscar, I think. Oh, there's no way through for King Oscar. Is he going to get him up the hill towards Spoon Curve?
Oh.
And he's going to have to settle behind, but...
Oh no, he's left the door open.
Oh. King Oscar backs out.
Yeah, he just couldn't get up there.
As as I was saying, Brev had quite a queue forming behind him as a couple of eager drivers were sitting in his slipstream. As Brewer goes off the track at 130R and relieves a little bit of the pressure from Killer on the loose there.
Wartime's just had a moment through the chicane and Daz has got a run on him. Going up to turn 1, he's up the inside. And outbreaks him. Yeah, nicely done.
Which Wartime had a little bit of clean air for a second there. I think he'll be kicking himself that he has to stare at the back of another bumper. We'll see if we can catch the mistake from Wartime on the LJ Media Action replay. He came into the chicane and just clambered over the curb a little bit. It didn't look like too big of an issue, but that curb unsettles the car and you can lose up to a second of time there if you're not too careful. So, yeah, definitely small error from Wartime, and it's turned into him giving up the lead to Daz. They come onto the bridge. On the loose, manages to get by Dobrev. So does Brewer. Very opportunistic move at the second Dunlop. I don't think Dobrev was too happy with that one. But Renegade goes through as well. So Dobrev losing all of his momentum. It looks like he could be on the cards to losing another position here to the King Oscar.
Yeah, his front tyres are nearly dead. They've got a slither of tyre life left in him.
Oh,
as King Oscar throws. Yeah, straight at the inside.
Gets it done though. King Oscar up into 6th place. So Dobrev, 4 positions lost in the space of 4 corners. That is disaster for the man who was second in the championship. I think he really would have been hoping he could have saved his tyres a bit more than what we've just seen, unfortunately. But what it means is that Killer's free. He is 10 seconds off the lead, so maybe a bit much to ask, but as predicted, he is going to go around again. Brewer's in, Renegade goes round, so does King Oscar. So Killer will inherit the lead of the race. Using the free air. How much fuel has he got, Cody?
Which one? Killer?
Yeah.
Yeah, Killer's got 25, so he actually has the biggest fuel save at the moment.
Yeah. So he could probably go another 2 or 3 laps if he really wanted to.
Yeah.
Maybe come home on the softs. Never know.
And also, it is getting quite cloudy. I've
That
just
it
noticed.
is.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
another
it could-
2 or 3 laps. The weather around this tropical racetrack could be a little bit different. Maybe
Yeah,
a little bit of water on the track, a little bit of water in the air.
yeah. But if Killer can hold out till it actually rains, and then jump onto the wet tyres, he is laughing. He's just saved the pit stop. But if it doesn't work out, he's lost a load of time. So it is a gamble.
Yeah. I mean, you could be like me in the 1A race and stay down an extra 2 laps and pit, and then
Yeah.
come out the pits, and then there's clouds on the radar, and you have slick tyres on.
But no one really wants to be like you, Leno.
I think they do. I think some
Well,
people want to be a
fair enough.
2-time Sector 1 champion, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Just
right,
try
Cody, that's right.
Yeah, just try and find someone. I haven't found anyone yet, so yeah, find someone out there.
Put some respect on it, Cody. Blanosis.
Yeah. Yeah. What division was that? Sorry.
There's category 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. As yeah, King Oscar's all over Renegade. Renegade's going in the pits. His tyres are done. Oscar
So
follows
does King
him.
Oscar. 15% on him though, so that's a big fuel save. Killer goes
Yeah.
round again. I mean, it is looking a little gloomy, but I don't think it's wet weather gloomy.
No, it's not that gloomy.
Thank you to Amy in Wonderland in the chat who says, I think some people might want to be like Lenosis. I haven't met them yet, but they might.
Yeah, that was my kind of thought process. There's probably something like 8 billion people on the planet. Surely one of them will want to be like you.
I'm sure a starving child would want to be like me.
Yeah. Mainly just for food. That's about it.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, there's starving kids in Africa that would love to win. What would you win?
2 championships, mate.
Oh yeah, 2 yeah. They'd love that.
Yeah.
As Wartime has come out behind Daz, so Daz must have. Oh no, that was how it was, wasn't it? So yeah, Wartime is behind Daz. I reckon you want to get in front of him at the start of the stint because his tyres are going to wear at the end of the stint. But if you can get in front of him, then that'll make your life so much easier.
Yeah, it's hard to win a race if you're behind someone, eh?
Yeah. Hey, good point, Leno. Thanks for coming in with your wisdom, mate.
Thank you.
But yeah, I'm sure a starving kid in Africa would appreciate that comment.
Now you've just beaten a dead horse, mate.
Yeah.
So Brewer has gained a bit of track time. He's only 8 seconds behind Wartime and Daz here. So he's 8 seconds ahead of Renegade and King Oscar. So Killer's into the pits now with still 15% in the tank. I think he could have gone further, to be honest.
He could have, but
So could have Aussie Sim Racing.
At what point does it do you start losing time? So you got to get on the next set of tyres and start making your time up because you'll run out of laps.
Yeah. 1/10 separating them into the first turn. I think as well, Wartime. Oh, onto the AstroTurf at turn 1. That's a scary moment. I think if you're Wartime as well, you know that you're going to be better on tyres than Daz. So, really, you can almost just play it as a waiting game. Just hold off and see if you can get anything out of it. Maybe make him forcing an error a little bit, potentially. So what tyres does Killer on the Loose have on his car? Is it the soft compound, or has he gone the mediums again?
He's gone the mediums again.
Okay.
There's actually no one on track on a soft compound.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone seems to be running the same kind of strategy. Medium. And yeah, and the skies have cleared up. It did look a little bit dark and gloomy there for a minute, but it has turned into a nice day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Not disappointed.
Yeah, I am actually.
Fair enough.
I wanted rain and chaos, but sometimes we can't have what we want.
Very goaty thing to say.
Yeah.
Except when there's too much rain during a karting race.
Yeah.
Just...
Oh no, there's no such thing. Rain's good fun.
Except when you don't have any race.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Daz is on for the quickest lap of the race. Just seen him set a purple sector, so he's on fire, the mad lad, as he's coming to the line. Does he break into a 4? No, he doesn't. No, it's a 5-2. So Wartime still hangs on to the fastest lap. Yeah, so there's a couple of ways to play this if you're Wartime. You could really try right now, throw everything you've got at Daz to try and get past. Or you can just save your tyres, try and keep a decent gap, and hope he comes back to you. Because yeah, if you go and hard the whole race, then you're gonna wear him out. You gotta kind of do it in stages. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out for him.
Well, 1.3 seconds. The gap between them is just increasing and increasing and increasing. So I think Daz is starting to put the pedal to the metal and really get a wriggle on here. And the Wartime can match him is another thing. Let's see if he can do it.
Yeah, their tyres are looking identical at the moment. So yeah, see how that plays out.
Daz is 6/10 purple.
Yeah, right. He wants that fastest lap.
He does. But will he burn out his tyres trying to get it?
Possibly.
And nobody's surprised. He shatters the fastest lap.
There you go.
2:04.8. Wartime not lapping slow either, so it's really not matching Daz's stride at the moment. The two Tasmanians, Killer on the Loose and Prua, still neck and neck. 7/10 between them. They've been stuck since the pit stop. Not a whole lot to report in this race at the current moment. Rev down to P8, so it's really not had a night to remember. Wartime manages to get that gap down to under a second now. Maybe just coming back at Daz now, that Daz has the fastest lap.
Yeah, maybe Daz has just buttoned off a bit. He's got his fastest lap. He can kind of settle into the rest of the stint. He's done what he needed to do.
Yeah.
And our next closest battle is actually King Oscar and Renegade. So they're following at a similar gap to the leaders. But yeah, that's kind of staying the same.
Even within the slipstream, Wartime's just bleeding time to Daz down this front stretch.
Yeah. But then Daz starts bleeding time to Wartime through the S's. Nothing Daz can do about that.
Yeah, it's just the nature of the Corvette, I think.
That's it, yeah. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe not good.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself.
That's right.
Seven tenths between these guys as they approach the hairpin.
But it's actually a bit of a difficult corner, that. Because in most cars in this game, you can hold it flat around that right-hander and then jump on the brakes, and you're over on the right-hand side of the track. But if you come around that right-hander flat out, you're all the way over to the left, and you've got no, well, you're compromised for the hairpin. So it's yeah, it's a bit funny. You got to kind of feather it around the right-hander to make sure you're still on the right side of the track to give yourself a bit of an entry. Otherwise, because you really need a good exit onto that straight. It is almost an overtaking spot if you're keen to try and throw it up the inside of someone. But Wartime now, he's within 4 tenths. He's got an okay exit. Kind of hanging with Daz, but yeah, just can't hang with that slipstream. He was 3 tenths quicker on that last lap round, so the pace of that Corvette is starting to drop off a fraction.
Yeah, Wartime's just got to stick with it and pray that Daz runs out of tyres before the checkered flag. There's only 5 more laps to go.
Yeah, Daz is doing a cracking job. It's a good effort from him.
The Dunlops. It's like Wartime missed a gear there.
You're right. Must have that H-Pack gearbox.
Yeah, well, he did drive H-Pat when he first joined Sector 1. Sure,
Yeah.
he still does.
Yeah, I actually think he might.
I remember Brocky mentioning it at one time. He's like, hey guys, I've got this guy in my team and he drives H-Pat. Like, well,
Yeah.
is he aware that he's driving a sequential GT3 car? But a bit interesting because he knew how to drive H-Pat and wasn't too good at driving sequential, so I don't know how sequential's more difficult than manual, but it looks like he's figured it out now, unless he still is on H-pattern, of course. Deborah may be able to confirm in the chat, but a bit unorthodox, some might say. He's dropped a bit of time that lap, unfortunately. He's dropped 1.1 seconds back from Daz. Let's have a look at a monitor of everything else that's been going on in the race. So Brewer is at a moment on that lap, but he's down by 2.5 seconds. He's dropped well and truly off the back of Killer there. Renegade is closed up 3.7. King Oscar and Renegade is out to 1.4. Aussie Sim Racing still just running his race. Bit of a quiet one for Aussie Sim Racing. He had that moment early on at turn 2. As a Revolver in chat has confirmed that Wartime still drives H-Pat. Interesting.
There you go.
There you go.
Not unorthodox if it works, mate.
Well,
Nothing wrong with unorthodox if it works. So.
Yeah, well.
Working for him, so stick with it.
Exactly.
Another thing, King Oscar is closing up to the back of Renegade. So that gap's come down to about 0.7.
Yeah, that was 1.7 seconds a lap ago, so maybe, I don't know, maybe a small error from Renegade.
Yeah, possibly. And Oscar does have a ton more fuel, so he can afford to rev the car out compared to everyone else. Also, Wartime has got a heap more fuel as well over Daz, so Daz is going to be
3 laps to go.
Sorry mate, my headset went flat.
So, how much fuel does Daz have?
Daz is running around with probably about 10% less than Wartime, so that's
Less or left?
less.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the number?
I don't know. I don't know. Somewhere around 25 for Daz and oh no, sorry, about 30 for Wartime and 25 for Daz. So probably 5 then. More like 5. But it's not a lot, but it's something. You know, that's an extra couple of straights you can rev out over your opponent, so it adds up.
That is true.
And actually Daz has better tyre wear than Wartime at the moment, so Wartime has been pressing on to try and get on the back of Daz. Yeah, so Daz has been doing a great job out in front, just running his own race, letting it come to him. I'm just skipping through. Brewer's tyre wear is looking a bit how you going. He might be struggling towards the end as well, so he'll actually be doing really well if he hangs on to 4th here. Yeah, his tyres are looking very average. He's got about a 2.8 second gap back to Renegade, and yeah, and another 2 laps to try and hold that.
Renegade's
Renegade's got
half second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He must have cut the chicane. I think that's the only place you can really get one. So yeah, that's unfortunate for Renegade. That's going to drop it behind Oscar, who's been hounding the back of him the last 10 laps.
Yeah.
Oscar would be pleased to see that.
Should be able to get him because it's in a bit of an awkward spot, the penalty burn zone.
Yeah.
It's not quite, it's about a third the way up that straight, and it's an uphill straight. And you sort of don't get a lot of momentum as you head up over the bridge through 130R. But you definitely lose way more than half a second, despite what the penalty says. Oh, as Renegade, he's going to have a massive moment, and King Oscar's going to slip on by before he's even got to the penalty burn zone.
There you go.
So King
Doesn't
Oscar
even need it.
up in a P5. I think this is the first time all race that he is back to his starting position.
Taking him all race. He's only got one more lap to go.
Yeah, he didn't have the best of starts, it must be said. I think he was one of the guys that got shuffled out onto the AstroTurf at turn 1.
Yeah. Oh, there is only, 3 seconds to Prua, and Prua is struggling out there, so he's going to be nursing this car home. And King Oscar's got some fairly good tyres underneath him, so he'll be a fast finisher. So it will be interesting to see if he can get onto the back of him.
Just 1 lap to go. As is already halfway round the S's, up towards Dunlop now. 2 seconds separating these guys, so I think wartime just too hard too soon, unfortunately.
But yeah,
Prua's
Daz has
a
driven
lot
him.
of troubles through the S's already.
Yeah.
King Oscar's, as he's going to get him through Dunlop. Prua runs a little deep. King Oscar's going to get him. So 4 seconds down through the first sector for Prua.
Oh, he's in the gravel.
Huge accident. As Prua well off in the weeds. And there he is down the bottom of your screen now, ladies and gentlemen. Catch that on the LJ Media Action replay. Just what happened here for him. So I think he tried to hold it around the outside, but that front left is what is the tyre that he has nothing left of, and he just understeered off the track.
Yeah.
Flipped the grass.
As Daz is coming to the line now for a fantastic win. Nicely done, Daz. Takes out round 7.
Wartime, second place there. Kjell Deleuze rounding the Casio Triangle now to finish P3.
And Wartime and King Oscar has just had a change of the change for 4th.
That was a bit aggressive from Renegade. He could get a penalty here. I think he's got away with it just. And he's going to finish P4. King Oscar P5. Brewer isn't going to even get 6th. There's Aussie Sim Racing. Is going to close him down before he crosses the line. 7th for Prua, 8th for Dobrev. Good Doc with a really quiet one tonight. As he brushes the wall. What is going on? I think that was a massive lag spike. Crosses through 130R to the Casio Triangle. The run towards the line for Good Doc. He's going to finish P9. 10th will be Malevolent One, who is currently in Spoon Curve. Off the track a little bit. APR for Malevolent One. A day to forget for the Thunder Motorsport driver. Around the Casio Triangle and on towards the line. We'll cross in P10. All right, who's your driver of the day, Goaty?
Gee, mate, that's a bit of a call. I liked how Daz went about that race. He didn't have the best of starts, but he he kept his head in the game. Waited for the race to come to him, and and found himself up the front, and did a nice job. So, I'm gonna give my drive of the day to the leader. I know you're not meant to, but I'm doing it. So there you go. Well done, Daz.
Fair enough. I think I'm gonna give my driver of the day to. I think I'm gonna give it to King Oscar. I think. Finally starting to gel with the car. I think, and one of his best performances this season. I think it is his best performance, best qualifying, best race finish. He'll be happy with that one. So King Oscar gets my driver of the day. See many in chat coming in. So wartime driver of the day, driver of the day killer, driver of the day wartime, driver of the day Daz, driver of the day renegade, wartime for driver of the day. There's a lot of votes around the track. I think definitely many deserving of driver of the day tonight. They've done very well, this 2B field. I don't think we saw any major incidents. So always nice to have a clean race, and it was entertaining from our point of view. But we'll just have a quick run through the race results of that one, just to refresh your memory. So Daz finishes P1 with the fastest lap of the race at 2:04.8. Next is Wartime with in second place, 2 seconds astray. Killer on the loose, 14 seconds off the lead in P3 to complete the podium. Renegade 4th, King Oscar 5th, Aussie Sim Racing in 6th, Brewer 7th, Rev in 8th. 9th is the Good Doc, 10th is Malevolent One, and 11th is Archangel. Thoughts on that one, Goaty?
I thought it was a good race, mate. Everyone did well. Shame about Brewer. I feel like if he hung on there, he was on for a podium, definitely. But just tyres went away from him, so he was the unlucky guy. Sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, as a APR driver, it's disheartening to see your team owner, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess, and that's racing, unfortunately. All right, well, thank you for joining us in the commentary box tonight, Goaty. It was good to have you with us.
Hey, no worries, mate. Thanks for giving me a microphone again.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. It's really handy.
Yeah, well, we'll have you back here shortly. Not sure when. I don't know if you're on for next round or not. Don't know whether you got the gig, but I'm sure you'll be in here sooner rather than later. But we'll talk to you later, Goaty. Don't go anywhere, guys. We are going to go for a quick intermission, and then we'll be back for Category 2A, who is coming right up. So that one should be an absolute ripper as well. Thanks, Goaty. We'll talk to you later, mate.
Right, see ya.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sector 1. We are here tonight for some Category 1 racing action around Palisades Village.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, oh. And this is just the beginning, I need a big change, only feels like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey!
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sector 1.
He only goes second two! Oh my goodness!
Geesh went wide.
Oh, he's run wide and goes dead!
Oh my!
Oh no! No! You can't do that!
Just see that steering wheel. What that is.
Fuzzy is somehow keeping it on the track surface! It's a spectacular drive and he will take his first win in the top flight of Sector 1.
Hello everybody, we are back and we're about to go qualifying for Category 2A. My name is Lenosis and joining me in the commentary box is your Category 2A race director. It is Artsy. How are we doing tonight, Artsy?
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Hope doing a bit of a rain dance. See if we can get things a little bit interesting. But we'll see how we go.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, after the Category 2B race, I'm very forward to it. But yeah, it should be a good one. We'll just have a look at the point situation in Category 2A because it's very tight up top as we head into this one. With Madrick in P1 with 200 points to his name. We have the Banker in second, just 1 point behind. Pirate Racing in third for Thunder Motorsport there. Just a couple of points behind as well. Rudsey, P4, using his Joker card tonight. So we'll see how it plays out for him. He's only 6.5 points off the lead. So it should be a good one for him if he can really capitalize on that double point situation with his Joker card. Black Project in 5th, VF in 6th, Carbon Boy 7th, The Stranger in 8th, Super Fun Happy 9th. I think that's Greg's in 10th, the Boston 11th, Laminator 12th, Hodes in 13th, and Cruisin in 14th in the championship. What I can tell you is that it's really dark and gloomy here in Suzuka. And as soon as I say that, it is...
Let's see. Oh, it's sunny.
Oh. Ah, that's all right. We'll just have to put up with some mild cloud coverage. That's, but yeah, we'll just have a look at the track map once again. We saw it earlier, but it's going to be a 22-lap race, 10-minute qualifying, which will be kicking off in a moment's time. 2 times tyre usage, 3 times fuel usage with a 4 litre per second refuel rate. It is, of course, Suzuka circuit, so 5.8 kilometres, 18 turns. The strategy looking like it's going to be a one-stop on the mediums. I think that's all we saw to B race. We've seen some more variations in Category 1, but yeah, I think that's going to be the main strategy here tonight, isn't it right, Artsy?
Yeah, it's a safe one. We definitely couldn't get the softs to last long enough for them to be a factor unless we got some weather, which we did in the 1A race, which was really fun. But otherwise, you're really looking at just the one-stop mediums, and even still, depending on your manufacturer, you still have to conserve a little bit. You can't push too hard early on, otherwise you're in a bit of pain coming into that pit stop.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a weird race, this one, and I mean, if there's a lap 1 incident, safety car comes out, and you may be looking at a completely different strategy. So yeah, it's very interesting to see how things shape up here tonight. So what do you say we get started for qualifying, Artsy?
Let's press that button and kick it off.
Here we go. So we do have 13 car grid tonight, I believe. We are missing one. I think it is Cruisen that we're missing, the 0-turn car, as I think he retired from the season a couple of rounds ago. But yeah, 13 car grid. I think one of the was Rudzi has disconnected from the session. So that is not good. I believe that's going to be him gone from qualifying. So he will be starting from the rear of the grid. That throws a spanner in the championship.
It does. Especially, did he opt for his Joker this round? He did. If it was him, he did mention that there was weather in his area potentially, and it would potentially cause him some issues. So hopefully he can get back online and get in and start from the back of the grid.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. Whether that's his internet going kaput or he's just, I don't know, that's a tough one. But if he does manage to get back into the lobby, he does manage to communicate things with admin, we'll be starting from the rear of the grid, unfortunately. So that's good news for the 2 other championship protagonists. His teammate in the number 15 Black Rose car and championship leader for the first time in Sector 1 history, Madrick, Pirate Racing. I think he's the one who's gone a little bit under the radar in this whole championship battle as well. He's played his Joker. He's only 4 points off the championship lead. He won his first race back at St. Croix and then backed it up the next race immediately with his second win at Yas Marina. So he's had a ripping season, Pirate. Started the season probably at 2B caliber, but he's really fought his way through, come to grips with the car, and finds himself in potentially a position to snatch away the goodies at the death of this season. 2 rounds to go. A race win here would be crucial.
As his team owner, he's one of the hardest working guys out there. I think he's had to do a handful of engine rebuilds on his car because of the laps he's put in.
Yeah.
But yeah, his success has been well deserved so far, and he's a really consistent driver. And as his name might suggest, he does indeed have a prosthetic leg on his throttle foot, and he does sometimes, he says, he struggles a little bit for that feel in the throttle. So the low grip situations, he finds it a little bit harder. But yeah, very consistent driver, and he puts a lot of practice in. So love to see him doing well.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, only his rookie season here in Sector 1, so he's had a ripping season so far. Just behind him on track, we do have the boss for Blacklight Motorsport in the TMR Jag. Behind him, we have Greg's for Hyperdrive Sim Sport in the Aston Martin. Stranger just behind in the Doghouse Corvette. The Doghouse Corvette, the other one, Daz, won the 2B race earlier tonight. So expect good things from the Doghouse Corvette from the Stranger. The Orange Wheels finds himself in P7 with Carbon Boy in the APR car. He has played his Joker card as well tonight, so expect good things from Carbon Boy. 8th on track is the Banker, P2 in the championship. He's been nice and close to, he's been up the pointy end the entire way and had some brilliant drives this season. Of course, returning to Sector 1 this season after a break last season. So let's see what he can do. Can he add a Category 2 championship to his career tally in Sector 1? He's always been at the pointy end of this Category 2 field, but never able to go that step further and get P1 in the championships. It'd be great to do it here tonight. Black Project P9, Hodes 10th, VF 11th, and Super Fun Happy 12th on track. So the first few times trickle in. Mandrick 2026. That is a stonking lap for Category 2A pace.
It's quite a benchmark, isn't it? He's thrown it out there, Madrick. What a start.
The Banker, P2. So he's had an absolute good lap as well. Black Project 3rd. Stranger slots at 4th. BF 5th on his first run. Boss in 6th. Carbon Boy 7th. Lemonade 8th. Super Fun 9th. Pirate 10th. Won't be where he wants to start here tonight. Hodes 11th and Greg's 12th on the track at the moment. So Madrick setting the benchmark at 2026. I imagine this should be an in-lap for most of these guys. So all of a sudden it started to get a little bit dark and gloomy, hasn't it?
It is looking a little overcast. Very good.
Yeah, maybe we see some rain on the track to spice up this qualifying session. Of course. Oh, it is raining. Wow.
Oh, it's right. Wow.
That's going to spice things up because whatever happens here, that also means that it's going to rain in the race too. Oh, no, it's not, because we're going to have to reset the grid for Runsey. No!
Oh, Runsey, you're killing us.
Oh well. And it's coming down heavy. So this may be the qualifying order for this round. I don't think anyone's going to improve. It's absolutely bucketing down here. Wow. It's not going to dry in time. The track is absolutely soaked. As everyone's pulling into the pits. Yeah, well, that's the qualifying order. So that's pole position. He's done one lap and it's pole.
Put some softs on and do a really slow out lap and hope the rain disappears, maybe.
Oh, there's people everywhere. They can't even get it into the pits.
Oh, no.
Oh, as Greg's is driving backwards. I don't think that is legal.
There's a traffic jam at the pits.
Oh dear.
Greg's got reset backwards.
Oh my
it's all happening.
Yeah, well, there's going to be no improvement.
Yeah, I think that's a fair guess, I'd say.
3 minutes left on the clock. That will be the starting order. So, Pirate, who we were just talking so much about, he's not had a blistering lap on his first out lap, and that's his first flying lap, and that's going to be the only lap he gets. So he'll be starting from 10th. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any purple sectors from anyone.
It's raining again. So Rudsey joined the lobby and then left again. So I'm not sure if he's having issues with his console. But yeah, there's no improvement from anyone. I mean, how can you improve with the track absolutely soaked?
They're doing well to keep it on the track, to be honest.
Has the banker put on some softs here?
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. I have a feeling, okay, the banker may have just done a master stroke here because the track, it has stopped raining. The track is still wet at the moment. But it is going to dry out. Will he get a chance at one lap? And has he absolutely strategied this? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be dry enough for him, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, you're not gonna improve your lap time on inters. You got to take that gamble and hope that the track dries out. And he's just idling around until the final second before the timer ends, and hopefully get a lap out on a track that might have a drying line right at the death here. But gee, it still looks pretty wet. It's still at 1 bar, so there's still plenty of moisture on the track.
To go quicker, like that's going to be a tough lap for him. Let's see what he can do as he starts his flying lap. The only driver who's going to be on a representative lap here. He barrels down towards the first turn. Oh, he brakes so early. He's tiptoeing through the corner. Oh, even now, there's just that hesitance. You can still see the track, a lot of water. Maybe a hint of a dry line starting to form, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. We'll have a look at the sector split. Oh, you can hear him on the throttle. He's down by a second.
Second down.
It's worth a shot, I think, but I don't think there's going to be any cigar here for him tonight. No, he's so slow through Dunlop. Almost loops it at Dunlop too. Down by 3 seconds through the second sector split. No, I unfortunately don't think it's Banker's day. Not going to end up with that pole position, but starting from the front row of the grid, I think he'll be quite content with that.
Yeah, Pirate didn't improve to 09 on inters, so yeah, no one's even close to improving out there, understandably.
Yeah.
Craig's with a 3-second penalty for his pit lane parking spot.
But the Banker's down by 3.6, and now there's a dry line, but I think it's too little too late. But what this does mean is that everyone now has an idea of what the rain is going to do in the race. I don't think Rudsey's going to come back. We will, of course, wait for him. The last possible second, but no improvement. I think everyone's pretty much done. There's only a handful of drivers still on a lap. Greg's is one of them. Who's that driver? That is Super Fun Happy, but he was the first to finish actually. So yeah, it's only just Greg's, and Greg's is just served a 3-second penalty, and he's on inters, I believe. So, oh no, he's on an out lap. So yeah, he's not going to improve. So we'll just have a look
All right.
at the qualifying results of that one. And here is how they will line up in a moment's time. So Madrick gets pole position with a 2:02.652. It was his banker lap, but with the rain, that was all it took, and he gets the pole position. Banker in second, 3/10 astray. Black Project there in third. Stranger fourth, Bear fifth, Boss sixth, Carbon Boy seventh, Eliminator in eighth, Super Fun Happy in ninth, Pirate 10th, Hodes 11th, and Greg's there. We'll be starting from 12th. So yeah, I think we have got confirmation that Rudsey won't be racing tonight. Now, there was, because he did play his Joker, there was a bit of forewarning that if he wasn't able to race due to the storm, would get that back. But it's, I mean, depending on what happens in this race, I mean, that gap's already opened up to 8.5 points between the two Black Rose teammates. Joker card left to play. Oh, it could get close. I mean, it's all to play for next time out at Laguna Seca, that's for sure. But I think the more present thing is that yeah, these guys have got to put the points on the board. I think Madrick and Banker, if they have some issues, Rudsey could still be in this championship battle.
That's right, and anything could happen here with the weather, as we saw in our race last weekend. You could hit a wet curb and drop it on lap 2 and, and have a hard time.
Yeah, or you could hit a dry curb and drop it. That too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's weirder things that have happened in motorsport. That's for sure. So I think, yeah, I don't think we're gonna get Rudsey back. So I say we get started with this race. What do you say, Artsy?
Righto, let's kick it off.
As the button has been pressed, head down to the track. Which we knew there was a big storm inbound on Artsy's location, and unfortunately, that has stopped him being able to participate this evening. We're lined up on the grid. Light sequence begins. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're out of racing here at Suzuka. As they barrel down towards the first turn, the banker gets off to a ripping start. He's going to get down the inside of Madrick, who drops to second place. If it finished like this, they would be tied on points in the championship heading into the final round. Down towards turn 2. I think everyone's made it through nice and steady. But everyone, they know that the rain's coming on lap 3. But they've just got to hold till then. And then the race is going to go absolutely bananas.
And we have a couple of people, actually the 2 at the back of the grid. We have Greg's and Hodes who've taken that gamble on the rain coming and have started on softs, but the rest of the field are running mediums, so it'll be interesting to see if they can make up some ground before that rain comes.
Carbon Boy has a massive moment, and he's into the fence on the exit of the second Dunlop. We'll see if we can catch that on the LJ Media Action replay, but that is disaster at this stage of the race for Carbon Boy. Let's see how this happened for him. As he came through, as he just lit up the rears and went. There's not much you can do about that. Back up front, it's half a second, 4/10 separating these guys. And through 130R. Banker holds the lead on the first lap. Maverick looking to get a move done as a chicane though into the Casio triangle. And onto the front straight again. So lap 1 run and done. No safety car intervention. Because that would have been something else as well. If there was the safety car involved, that would have thrown a spanner in the works of the rain coming as well, because it wouldn't have come on lap 3, it would have probably come on lap 2. And then there was the idea where you could almost start on a wet tyre, but all gambling. But yeah, as you say, I'm surprised that more of these guys didn't start on a soft. I mean,
Yeah,
you know
it
that
would
the
have been
rain's coming.
a good option. But as you saw from qualifying, the softs don't really last that long. If you push hard early, you really only got maybe 3 good laps in them before you start
Yeah, well, they know the
start
rain's
bleeding
coming on lap
pace.
3. So if they know the rain's coming on lap 3, you might as well just jump on the softs and get your 3 good laps with them out the way.
Absolutely.
As it is getting dark and gloomy again, they know that it's coming. Maybe some of these guys thought that we'd be resetting the room to let Rudsey in, which would of course reset the weather, but he didn't. He was unable to participate. So the question is, do they dive into the pits on lap 2? You know it's coming. Do you dive in? I think some of those guys, will they ask that question? Or will they just gun it? Stay out for lap 3. Risk the rain.
Oh, it's on for first here. Madrick up the inside.
Madrick gets it. Nobody pulls in. Wow, I find that interesting
No
too.
one's in. Carbon
Come on,
Boy,
Carbon
is
Boy.
he doing
Pull
it?
in. Save your race, Carbon Boy. Go the gamble. Oh, he's
No.
gone around. Through the first turn, Madrick gets that move done. It was a slow exit out of the chicane for the Corvette of the banker. Through turn 2 into the S's. The rain's going to hit any moment now. They know it's coming. It's got to be so close.
And in my experience, you see the first couple of sprinkles and you think, oh, it's not wet yet. I could probably squeeze another lap in, and you're always wrong.
Through the hairpin.
Not seeing any water on the track yet. No wipers.
I think they're going to get away with another lap. Or it hits.
Oh, we've got wipers.
Here we go. So they are going to make it around before it's too wet. I mean, some of the guys at the back of the grid, it's going to be touch and go. You already see it starting to bucket down. And these guys are going to probably get about 2 or 3 laps on an inter. Maybe a wet tyre if you're brave enough. I think for such a short period of rain, you probably better go on the inter. Get that transition period on intermediate. Some of these guys, oh, they're going to be touch and go through 130R and the chicane.
Does anyone gamble?
Brakes. Oh, you wouldn't.
And stay out.
No, you wouldn't.
Let's have a look. Madrick's in.
Baker goes around.
Banker goes around.
Oh, as
we've lost Black Project.
Oh,
wow.
It's carnage.
Oh,
The boss is gone.
the boss
They're
is
all
gone.
There's 5 cars
Pirate's
off.
gone.
Oh no.
Oh, it's an absolute parking lot.
As 2/3 of the grid haven't gone in. What are they doing? Oh, as the stranger flies off into the gravel.
Well, the banker's got a little bit of experience here. He was the one that tiptoed around on the slicks during qualifying, so maybe he thinks it's possible to stay out. Oh, so we've lost Laminator again.
Super Fun Happy crawls as well.
The Stranger has an excursion. Carbon Boy's up to 5th.
No. VF's got a 3-second penalty. Oh, as we're seeing Madrick just overtaking these guys like they're standing still.
Madrick has a 3-second penalty as well.
Oh,
and we've
Stranger's
lost.
gone around again.
Oh,
Oh, guys,
oh no!
this is... I'll tell it
Carbon
straight.
Boy finds himself in 3rd.
I'll tell it straight, guys. They got the strategy better in qualifying than what they did in the race. they got... This is their second chance at it, and they've... Oh, wow. Oh, amateur hour here at Sector 1. Oh, as the banker's gone.
Oh, he has. He's had a big moment. Oh. He had an 11-second lead on Super Fun Happy. He may hold the lead. No. Super Fun Happy goes around.
Is Super Fun on the Inter? No, he's on the
He
dries.
did not pit. And he's gone a little wide there.
So Madrick and VF might actually lose the lead here because they've both got 3-second penalties. Super Fun Happy is going to get real close. Alright, well here's the thing. They've made the gamble. Who doubles down and stays out, or do they just pull the pin and cut their losses? I think it's already getting to the point where they may be on for the... They may be able to stick it round, you know.
Let's have a look.
I think lap 5 was really the switch-over period.
Yeah, Carbon Boy and the banker have stayed out on the slicks.
Everyone has. Nobody in the pits. So already it's probably touch and go between the inters and dries. Where you are on track as well. If those two guys out front, they're just going to rip up that water off the track. It's going to be great if you're one of these guys in... I think Greg's is on the wets, but... Super Fun, Carbon Boy back. Oh, as Carbon Boy has had a massive moment at the final S. Wow, I have no idea who is on what tyre. But VF and Madrick. Oh.
So I can give you a quick update on the tyre situation. So we do have Madrick and VF on the Inters. Greg's in 3rd, also on Inters. Super Fun Happy is the first of the people that stayed on slicks. And we have Banker, Black Project, Laminator, Pirate, Carbon Boy, Boss, Stranger, and Hodes all on slicks.
Wow.
So the question is, how much can Madrick and VF pull a pit stop of a gap while the track's still damp? I don't think they can get that far, but we'll see. They'll get, I think, another lap or 2 of pace advantage over the guys on slicks, but that'll deteriorate really quickly.
Here's the thing as well. Those guys, how long are people going to be able to get out of stints? Because the rain just makes the track cold, tyres don't wear. VF and Madrick, they're going to make another stop. The chance of more rain later on in the race. Greg's, he's going to lose 2 positions in 1 here. They barrel down towards the first turn. There's only... Oh! That's a huge accident!
And Black Project, it all went wrong, and he took out the banker on his way through. I was just
the
about to say,
banker.
there's only a dry line enough for one car. And oh, that is absolute disaster. We'll catch it on the LJ Media Action replay. Oh, as we're a little bit late actually. But that was a huge accident. I think Black Project just stepped on the brake pedal and the rear end just spat him out violently, and Greg's lucky to get away without getting involved in that, but he's still bleeding positions, and he's already going to lose those 2 positions straight back from the guys that just took themselves out next to him.
And after all that carnage and all of the spins Laminator had in the wet conditions, he's up to 4th and looking pretty good, really. Pirate's now just moved up to 3rd.
What tyre is
Not
he
bad
on? Is
from
he on an Inter?
He's on mediums.
Okay.
That dry line's starting to emerge now.
So here's the thing. Maverick and VF, they're on lap 6. They're going to pit now. And what's to say there's what? 14 laps left? I think 2 7-lap stints on the softs is doable from here. I reckon that's the only way you could do it. You've got
Could be, especially if there's weather on the horizon as well. You want to...
Or if you were really
if you go mediums, you'd have to really fuel save to get 14.
Yeah, you could almost get home
laps.
from here. Almost.
Yeah.
So Pirate is going to inherit the lead of the race. VF has used a lot of fuel. Almost double the amount of fuel usage as well, more than double the amount of fuel as what Maverick used. So I think in the here now, the guys that stayed out, I think you've got to go the 14 laps.
It'll be an interesting thing to keep an eye on, where their shift points are and how, whether they're going to be a chance to run to the end from here.
Well, they could just do 11 laps and come home hard on the softs, but I feel like that's
True.
a bit of a waste of... You're making an extra pit stop anyway. Like, they're just going to have to make up 20 seconds on the softs. I think that's the only way you can really do it, is to go home on the mediums. I mean, neither of them are really in the cars to do that. One's in a Corvette, sorry. The other one's a Jag. I mean, you can probably get home on the Jag. I have less hopes for the Corvette to do 14 laps. But wow, we were saying at the start of the night, Pirate, he started from 10th. He's right in the heat of this championship battle. And as it stands, if the race were to end like this, he would be the championship leader. So just 15 minutes ago, he was staring at a terrible race start. Going to be
He would have
miles
been
off the
filthy
leaders.
with that qualifying too.
And look at him now, leading the race. 3 seconds clear. We're only in early stages of this race, but this could have huge implications in the championship. Sometimes in motorsport, you just need the stars to align in your favour. And I think that's what's happening here tonight with Pirate. It's all his to lose from now. Laminator 2.5 astray. Carbon Boy currently sitting at a podium place.
Still in this, absolutely,
Wow.
after his absolute complete disaster of a first lap. I think he was about 12 or 14 seconds off the back of the field, but his the rain's done him a few favours here.
Yeah, imagine how filthy Carbon Boy would be, though. Imagine how far ahead he would be if he didn't have that moment. Stranger up in 4th as well. So I know he only started in 6th. He was slipping and sliding on that wet lap, but Super Fun Happy 5th, defending from the banker. The banker, he's going to go down the inside on 130R. Brave move, gets it done. The Corvette up into 5th place. So the race speed has fully resumed and they're back at like full slick conditions. It's Pirate sets the fastest lap of the race. He's 4.2 ahead. Carbon Boy.
Stranger just moved into 3rd as well.
Yeah, Carbon Boy up into the 2nd. So Laminator, he's dropped down to 4th. The banker trying to send one down the inside. The banker not giving up just yet. Madrick with the fastest lap of the race from P9. So remember, Madrick is out of sync here. I think that fastest lap is telling us something, though. I don't think he's going for the save to get home strategy. I think he might be going for that build up to the softs at the end strat.
Looks that way. He's purple again.
I think VF may be going for that save strat. He's 2 seconds down on Madrick on that lap. You know, Madrick isn't too far out of the equation here. He's only 16 seconds off the lead. A solid medium stint here. A champion's drive, followed by a quick soft stint at the end. I mean, he's really in this. You saw the pause. I think the boss is disconnected. Oh no. Oh. You saw the ghost of him down at the hairpin. But I think he's having some intermittent issues here. It's all over the grass, but spasming back to his correct position. With window wipers on too.
It's always a bit of a telltale sign of perhaps an impending disconnection with those massive lags. Hopefully it comes good for the boss.
As the Stranger manages to get by Carbon Boy. Stranger, he's heading the charge to chase down Pirate. Gap's currently 4.7. We are approaching the halfway mark. As Rudsy fires in the chat, he says, if everyone can stay in this position, he's cheering. I think this is pretty close to the best case scenario for Rudsy. I mean, the best of a bad situation, I guess. Pirate is 6/10 down.
As I just saw the boss absolutely go warp speed through the hairpin with some more technical issues.
Yeah, I think it might just be a matter of time before he disconnects, unfortunately. Oh, he's spun. I don't think that's lag. I think he's genuinely spun off there. But the boss, I think, has had a moment. That wasn't lag. He slid off the track there at Spoon and is down in P10 now.
Stranger's making some inroads on Pirate's lead. It's taken another half a second out.
Yeah, and the banker up to 4th. Sets his fastest lap of the race.
Will we see people come into the pits this lap. The cooler track has been kind on the tyres, but no one's really struggling for tyre life. Not even Greg's on his softs, to be honest.
Greg's threw them on lap 6.
Ah, well. Fuel-wise, we have the Stranger and Carbon Boy a lot better placed than Pirate in the lead, who has just under a quarter of a tank. But yeah, of the lead cars, definitely Carbon Boy is much better on fuel than the others, and will probably close in a couple of seconds if they pit at the halfway point at the end of this lap.
I think if you can go longer, you might as well, because it's just going to make you quicker at the end, especially if you're still lapping decent pace. I think there's no real need to take a early pit stop, because you're just going to harm yourself towards the end of the race.
Yeah, especially if there's still a threat of weather. I haven't been able to look at the radar, but you want to keep that up your sleeve if you can run longer and potentially save yourself a pit stop if we do get more rain. Then it'll definitely be helping those guys as Pirate goes around again.
As Banker's in.
The Banker's in.
Carbon Boy sets his quickest lap of the race. With that sort of pace, why would you pit? Pirate maybe feeling the pressure as the Stranger just breathing on his neck. 3 seconds now. See, the Stranger really is going to have a big impact in this championship too. He can take points. Well, he's almost taken points off the Banker and Madrick, and he's looking to take points off Pirates. So Stranger could be Ruddsy's best friend in this championship. Super Fun Happy currently P4, followed by Laminator, who is way off the track and in the gravel track.
Bit of a moment.
So Madrick gains another place, up into P5. How's he doing for tyres and fuel?
He's comfortable. He's well over half a tank of fuel, and his tyres are maybe 20% worn. So he's comfortable, though he must have had a moment on lap 10 because he lost 3 seconds there relative to his other lap, so he's doing comfortable 204s and then had a 207 on lap 10. So he's certainly pushing, trying to make up some ground on the lead cars.
Yeah, I think this race could really go any way. It's a toss of a coin.
As Pirate and the Stranger are in the pits, Carbon Boy goes round again.
That may be enough to take the lead of the race here from Stranger.
And takes the lead.
8%. That's 3 seconds, and the gap was 1.2 when they came in. I have a feeling that we're going to see the Stranger have track position when they exit the pits. So Pirate, even more fuel in the car as well. So 1.5 seconds is the gap between those two as they exit the pit. Similar to what it was on the way in, but the other way around on exit.
interesting to see how this plays out once we exit the pit stop phase. So interesting, Madrick is now up to 3rd place, although he is on his 7th lap of the stint. Remember, he's got to go 14 if he wants to get home on these mediums. You think at this stage of the stint he'll be able to get home on it, Artsy?
It's hard to say. His tyres will be absolutely hurting if he does get there on fuel. So yeah, it'll be interesting. He doesn't look like he's as we say that he's in the pits.
Wow, that's quite unexpected.
Quite surprising.
I mean, could it just be a tyre stop? Because I think from this point of the race he would have enough to get home.
Yeah, he could, but his tyres weren't that damaged. I would have run it longer and perhaps put softs on at the end.
It's a little bit in.
He's in, topping up the
That's
fuel a
lot.
little.
It's getting kind of gloomy again.
As the cloud cover comes back.
Could we see a late? Is Carbon Boy hanging for some wet weather here? Could we see the loser on lap 1, who found himself in that wall right there, potentially staying out? The rain comes back, and he manages to somehow snatch the intermediate tyres when it comes that time. Super Fun Happy's behind him as well. So these guys, they've come 14 laps and they're yet to see the pit lane. The lights are on. You know what?
The lights have come on. Carbon Boy's probably got another lap of fuel in the tank. The fuel lights just come on for him.
He's got to go another lap. He's probably looking and he's
You
like,
have to.
Unless he sees rain. Was the boss is disconnected? Oh, this game's teasing us. The rain gods have not had enough of a say on this race. He's got to go around again, surely. He does.
He does.
He waits for it. Super Fun Happy. He goes round. VF. I mean, he should be good to go to the end, I think. It's a thick tension in the air. Laminator's in. He had nothing left.
Out of fuel.
Yeah. The Stranger. 24 seconds to the lead. Bit of rain now. No, I think the sun's coming back out. Maybe no? Or the rain. The cloud's still thick. Come on, game. Give us what we want. No, I think it's getting lighter. I think we're not going to see another spurt of rain.
The lights are no longer on for Carbon Boy, so the light has improved.
Yeah, here comes the sun. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions in this race.
I think the big one is, can VF go the distance? And if he can, he's in a very good position.
Well, he's just overtaken Super Fun Happy, who
say it politely, is a bit crippled with his car at the moment. He's got no fuel, got no tyres. I think Super Fun Happy probably went around when he shouldn't have, just because if that rain had have hit, that would have been a gamble worth paying.
So Carbon Boy's in. I expect Super Fun Happy will follow him in as he does.
Which at the start of the lap, that gap was less than 3 seconds between them. Stranger goes round. So, can VF get to the end? So Pirate has re-inherited 3rd place. Still sits behind the Stranger. About a second astray. Madrick's into 4th now. Wait, did he put another set of mediums on, or did he go softs?
Yeah, he did. He put another set of mediums on, and he's just set the fastest lap of the race at 2:03.9. So he's definitely still a factor for the podium.
I think Rudzi would want both of these guys to stay in their current positions, but with the pace that Madrick's showing, I doubt he's going to stay there. BF has got 13 seconds lead. I would assume he would have to go to the end, or at least try. Be a brave effort.
He's been very consistent with his laps, around the low to mid 2:05s. So he's in a good rhythm. So he's not his pace isn't falling off or anything drastic like that. He's got about 40% of his front tyres are worn, so he's not in a world of pain with his tyres just yet. So if he can keep this up, look after those front tyres, he's still, I think he could be able to hang on here.
The Stranger could be on for a win here as well, if everything falls in his favour.
And also, let's not forget my boy Pirate, closing back in to under a second now.
Yeah. Two very different strategies from BF compared to Madrick. They both started off on the same strategy but diverged after the rain. Could honestly go either way. That gap down to 12 seconds now for Stranger. There's 6.5 laps left.
Yeah, he's only lapping about a second or so faster than VF at the moment, but of course that might change in the last 2 to 3 laps as VF's tyres start getting a bit older and losing a bit of their bite. This could get very interesting in the last couple of laps.
Black Project is under a little bit of pressure from Carbon Boy, who came out of the pits in P7. Super Fun Happy is 13.5 seconds behind Carbon Boy. Hodes is up
Carbon
in a
Boy
P9.
on the soft tyres as well.
Wow. It's a brave call. I would have thought he was maybe
Quite
a
brave.
little too far out to get home on the softs, but I mean, I think really, if you treat them well, you should be able to get. You should really be able to get about 9 laps out of softs. Like they're not necessarily fast laps, but I think if right conditions, maybe a cooler track because of some earlier wet weather, might not be the worst decision from Carbon Boy. I mean, how are these tyres looking? He's about 3 laps into this soft stint now.
They're about, I'd say maybe 10 to 20% worn as he goes purple.
I mean, that's not too
That's
bad.
the thing with the softs. When you have that pace advantage, you're kind of really tempted to push.
Oh, he's going to get him.
He gets up the inside of Black Project.
Rare mistake. That's all it takes, though. That lost him a lot of time.
Key to saving those softs, you really got to look after them as they come up to temperature and not push too hard on those first few laps. And I think Carbon Boy might be doing that. He looks pretty good. He's not pushing too hard. He's making up ground, but he's got 5.5 seconds up the road to the banker. So he's going to have to continue this low to mid 204s if he's going to be a chance at catching him at the end.
Well, he's not going to be able to hold them till the end of the race, that's for sure. That last lap will probably look closer to a 207. Oh, VF is
As VF pits. Wow.
I mean, 12%.
He's called it. He might
wasn't
need to
gonna
top
make it
up the
home.
fuel.
Yeah, he wasn't going to make it home. So the stranger into the lead. Madrick back on the podium. The championship leader. Maybe it looked like he was on the wrong strategy early on, but onto the AstroTurf at turn 1. I think it's a tricky one. I think he's gone a little bit lucky here, Madrick, and he's driven well. Got a lot of clean air, hasn't really been caught up in too many battles. And as people have peeled into the pits, he sort of has made back that time. Now he's sitting in a really good spot. Just a second off Pirate. 3 seconds off the lead, which does belong to Stranger. It's been a while
is going to heat up.
Yeah, it's been a while since Stranger's been on the top step. Madrick already closed that gap by half. I think Madrick's going to be able to get him here. It's close between him and Pirate.
Inevitable, I think. It's just the Stranger will be hoping Pirate puts up a bit of a fight as he goes defensive, covers the inside.
Last time Stranger won a race in Sector 1 was round 2 this season. He won both sprints at Trial Mountain. I think Madrick will get him here. Let's see. Down the front straight. 2.5 tenths, peels to the outside. Great defense from Pirate. He is going to hold that position just for now. Already on that last lap for Carbon Boy, it was a 206. He's still got 3 laps to go. Madrick looking to the inside. Oh, as he's going to get him into Degner 2. Oh, they're door to door. Runs a little wide there, Pirate, but Madrick Slips on by.
But that battling cost him. The stranger is now out to 4.6 seconds ahead.
Yeah, that may be a bit too much for Madrick to chase down, I think. It's looking like he will extend his lead at the top end of the championship. The banker not too far away either, of course. The top 3 in the championship. All together on track at the moment. Two laps to go. Carbon Boy looks like he's in a little bit of trouble with grip here. Oh, VF slides on the track! Oh, that is a big moment from VF. As he slips across the AstroTurf and loses the position to Black Project. We'll have a look at that one on the LJ Media Action replay. Had a massive snap of oversteer, corrected it, spat him onto the AstroTurf, and from there, there's not much you can do, to be honest. Carbon Boy is still in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
as he's
must have missed an incident with the banker. He was right on Pirate, but now he's over 4 seconds down, so
yeah,
must have lost a bit of time there somewhere.
Must have. Still 4.8 seconds. With 1 lap to go.
Oh, Carbon Boy's hurting with those tyres.
Yeah, he's somehow holding out from Black Project. It's VF, after his spin, he's still in the mix here, as I think Black Project's going to get him down the inside. Yeah.
And VF on much nicer looking softs. Should make quick work of Carbon Boy, you'd think.
Yeah. And it's getting a little cloudy here as well, but I don't think there's going to be any late rain intervention. Carbon Boy managing to stay in P6 for now. Ignis. BF pulls alongside, gets a nice run. And I think Carbon Boy, he tries to keep his foot in it. Oh, that's the same thing as what we saw with Brewer. Oh, that's identical to what we saw on the last lap from Brewer in the 2B race. Oh, Carbon Boy. As he just, with almost absolutely no tyre left on his car, tried to hang it around the outside. And it's ended in disaster for him, unfortunately.
But we change to the
As
stranger,
the stranger.
who makes his way through the Casio triangle. And he's on his run down to the line. He'll be happy with this one. Great drive from the Doghouse team owner. Madrick extends his lead in the championship with 1 round to go. P2 for him. Pirate will come home to complete the podium. The Banker in 4th. That's all he can settle for today. Black Project finishes in 5th place with his fastest lap of the race as well. BF is going to come home in P6. Super Fun happy. Managing just to get by Carbon Boy in the remaining few corners. Carbon Boy 8th. Laminator will come home in P9. So it was 2 wins for Doghouse here tonight. Laminator through 130R into the Casio triangle. And on the run down to the line. P10 will be Hodes, who makes his way towards the line. And he will cross for P10. 11th will be Greg's, who heads down towards the line. And that is all she wrote for Suzuka. Wow, what a race. That had everything, I think. Mix of strategy.
We did get what we asked
bit of
for,
rain.
didn't we?
Yeah, it was a great race. As we'll have a look at the finishing results of that one. The Stranger finishes P1. Madrick P2 with the fastest lap to his name as well. Pirate in P3, the Banker in 4th, Black Project 5th, BF 6th, Super Fun Happy in 7th, Carbon Boy 8th, Laminator 9th, Hodes 10th, Greg's 11th, and the boss was the sole DNF for tonight. So, who do you give your drive of the day to tonight? Artsy?
Gee, that's a tough one. For me, I think a bit of a quiet achiever. The Banker copped a bit of a hip and shoulder at turn 1 mid-race when he was right in the hunt. And he was right there for the podium with a couple of laps to go and maybe had a bit of a moment that we didn't see. But he was only a second behind Pirate there and could have been a real threat for a podium. But what could have been for the Banker? But I think good drive for him, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm going to give my drive of the day to the Stranger. Just great race. I mean, played it perfectly. Played his cards right. Drove well. And yeah, came home with the win. So, yeah.
It's hard
honestly,
to go past Madrick as well. You know, we're all thinking, you know, what are you doing, pitting here for mediums? You know, when he could have gone an extra probably 5 or so laps, he had plenty of tyres there, but he was a real factor at the end, and good championship drive for Madrick. He will sit atop the table now, I think.
Well, yeah, he already was atop by 1 point, but after his pole position, P2 and fastest lap, I believe that should open up to about 10 points now when all's said and done, because the Banker only able to finish down in P4 there. So, yeah, there's still a lot on the table for the final race. I think that gap between Rudzi and Madrick, it's around 30 points now, or 33 points, I think. So, I mean, it's going to have to be a picture-perfect race for Rudzi if he wants to grab that title in the final race, that's for sure. So unfortunate Rudzi wasn't able to participate tonight, because I feel like we've been robbed of a real grandstand finish in the championship fight. But yeah, that's motorsport, unfortunately. Things happen. But yeah, thank you to everyone for signing up tonight. Really great to have you all here and joining us for tonight's races. And thank you to Artsy for being in the comms box with us. So good to have you back here.
No worries. It's always good fun, and we'll see you all next week at Laguna Seca.
Yeah, that's a great point. Will be good to race at Laguna Seca. I think it's going to be the first time we've ever finished a season off at Laguna Seca. So here's hoping that it's a good one. But yeah, that's all from us tonight. Yeah, join us next week for Laguna Seca. Yeah, that's Lenosa Sandartsi signing things off for Category 2 here at Suzuka. See ya.
See you guys.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sector 1. We are here tonight for some Category 1 racing action around the Saints Village.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, only feels like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sector 1. Hey, I think I was Sector 2! Oh my goodness!
Geesh went wide.
Oh, he's run wide and goes dead!
Oh my!
Oh no! No! You can't do that!
Just see that steering wheel. What that do?
Fuzzy is somehow keeping it on the track surface! The spectacular drive, and he will